Hi everyone and welcome back to our For Rent mini-series. Ariya is working really hard on her first issue of her magazine and she's super excited about it, but she's working this hard because she also wants to distract herself from the phone call that she received from Malai last night. She thinks that it might be about the prank that she attempted to do with Vanesha, and when she eavesdropped and everything, she thinks that Malai knows that she is very angry, so Ariya is a little bit worried. But how is your magazine going? You're pretty happy to do it and you are feeling connected to your roots while you're doing a bit of gossip. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, Malai just came over to her. Well, I guess that he just let himself in. Oh, your father must have let him in. That's interesting. Well, say hi to him. That is definitely a very interesting visit considering Malai's phone call. She definitely thinks that Malik must be super mad at her as well. He's feeling a little bit embarrassed to be here even. So she's asking him, what is that thing that Malai called me for? She sounded so upset. But no, he's not really saying anything. He's even leaving her to work in peace, but I don't think that you should. Maybe you should go and talk to him because it looks like he visited for a reason. Okay, don't take this the wrong way, but they went to sit on her bed to chat. So Malik is saying that he did come over for a reason actually. He just wanted to check in on how Ariya is doing today before she goes to talk to Malai, because the conversation that they'll have is probably going to be kind of difficult. He doesn't want to say what it's going to be about because it's not his place to say anything, but he wanted to let Malai know that it's very important and that he just wants to make sure that she's going in on this feeling super like alright and in a good mental space, which is a little bit worrying to hear. It looks like Malai is really upset about that prank. At least Ariya knows to prepare now because Malik is a good friend, so he just wanted to make sure that she's doing alright. Oh no, but in the middle of that, Vanesha wants to go on a date. I'm really sorry we can't go because she's in a really important conversation right now. Oh, and I think that she just learned a secret. You did just learn a secret from Malik. Oh, you just can't stay away from his secrets. Feeling bleak in Willow Creek. You know what? I'm just so tired of hearing everyone talk about Willow Creek all the time. It's always Willow Creek this, Willow Creek that. I can't stand it anymore. I hate Willow Creek. Wow, okay, that's really a strong opinion. I've spent too much time there, but to me, even 1 minute is too long. It's just so willowy and way too creaky. You know that grass is greener on the other side saying? What if the grass in Willow Creek is a little too green? Ever think about that? Well, I mean, okay, you are a Tomarang local. I guess that you just like it here the most. I get that. I appreciate that. I honestly somewhat relate to that. So, you know what? If you like Tomarang, you don't have to go to Willow Creek, friend. You're okay here. He's still feeling a little bit embarrassed, maybe because he's saying all of these things to Ariya in front of her parents, but he's just reminding her to come over to their house and he's giving her the address and everything, but come over after 5 because Malai is gonna be home from work then. So, okay, thank you for telling us all of this and I'm just gonna send you home now. Oh my gosh. Oh, and Malai is just calling to like say that she made friends with someone that Ariya suggested last time. So is this giving you like any hope that she's not that mad at you? I don't know, but Ariya is still really worried, especially now after Malik came over and told her all of this and literally like prepped her for the conversation. But he's gonna go now and we have a couple of hours to kind of just mentally prepare. So she's gonna go back to writing her little magazine, maybe include a bit of those Willow Creek talks. But yeah, Malik said to come over to their house in a couple of hours after Malai is home from work, so we can just wait it out. It's a little bit annoying, a little bit unfortunate that her parents are still here, so we have to kind of ignore them because she's just so busy. But we can at least like talk to them here while she's writing. At least they came over to actually sit and talk to her. They see that she's so busy, but they obviously want to spend time with her and they're really appreciating each other. We have a bond that transcends space-time and possibly even simoleons. Well, I sure hope so. I think that her parents are leaving this evening, so you better spend some more time with them before you go and visit Malai. Although I'm sure that she wouldn't mind if you maybe came over tomorrow instead of today. She is really curious what's going on. She just wants to get that conversation over with, honestly, because she's just so worried that Malai is really mad at her for eavesdropping. So she's not going to be spending this last evening with her parents, which kind of sucks, but I guess that they also understand that she has a life here now and that she has stuff have to take care of despite them visiting. But her mother is suggesting, well, since you're working on this magazine, how about you try to get yourself involved into some kind of more official agency to get paid for this regularly, which does sound pretty good. And she did just quit her lifeguard job to fully focus on this, but if this is a possibility, then sure, so let's join a career. And her mother suggested to go into, well, it's called style influencer, but we're just going to be ignoring that part. But she suggested to get officially hired with the local newspaper, but still do your own thing. You're just going to be like under their company, but it's not really going to be affecting you too much. You just have to go into the office here and there. And she officially has a work assignment. She has to interview Sims, which is pretty great for her gossip stuff. Oh, and she just finished her first ever magazine. Let's publish it. So we can do a self-publish. Oh, and she's just deciding that she's ambitious. Absolutely, she definitely is about whole magazine business, yes. But let's publish our first ever official magazine, Tomerang Truth's Swimming Bears. That title is just so stupid, but oh well. You'll just have to deal with my stupid titles from now on. But it's normal quality, so it probably won't be something like groundbreaking, but it's her first one ever. Hopefully it's just gonna be good enough to get people interested. So there she is, officially publishing her first ever magazine. But it is almost 5 p.m. and she's getting a little bit nervous. How about we go to this little shrine, maybe leave some incense to just kind of get that inner peace going, and maybe this is going to be helping you to just relax a little bit. She did realize recently that she kind of enjoys doing all of this business. Oh, and let's give Yogi some attention because he's been just so bored all day while she was working. So let's give him some attention before we go. It is 5 p.m. so let's give him a nice little kiss. And since she is still kind of nervous because she doesn't want to be like yelled at by Malai or whatever, she also just wants to go to the temple and try to relax there. Although I don't know if Malai is going to be mad at her for being kind of like late because she's going to the temple first, but she just kind of needs it. She just needs to like relax a little bit, and I think that it's going to be okay. She just doesn't really want to be in any sort of conflict, especially over something so silly like a failed prank, but it's fine. It's better that she just goes and kind of confronts her just to get that over with, and she can just continue being her friend or whatever. But right now she's just really feeling that tension, and she's really regretting trying to go and prank her, and especially eavesdropping, because that's like really hurting your friend's privacy, isn't it? So that's the thing that she's most worried about. But there we go, she's back from the temple, which means that we can actually go and visit finally, an hour late. And although Malik did give her the address and everything, she knows where they live already, and I'm sure that she thinks that they know already because it is about her coming to visit, kind of, when she was uninvited. But let's go and visit them in their units. Here we are in front of the house, and Malai is already here. It's almost like she was expecting her very eagerly, so let's try to just keep it casual, say hello, even hug it out. I guess that they are on good terms. It's not as bad as Ariya was thinking, that she'd just be starting a screaming match with Malai. So maybe let's go inside and chat for a bit. And this seems to be their apartment, so let's go in. Let's say hi to Malik, sit down, feel a little bit more comfortable. We had some other household members around, but they seem to be just doing their thing, so let's not disturb anyone. Oh, and here's the little toddler. He is Malai's and Malik's son. Are you coming over to chat? Well, where is Malai actually? I am a little bit confused, and Ariya is as well. Like, why didn't she invite me and then just ditch me? I feel like she's maybe getting a little bit nervous to talk. Where are you? Oh, you're just in the bathroom. Okay, let's not creep on you there then. So while we're waiting for Malai, we can try to get to know actually her son. That's so cute. And Vanesha is still texting. I feel like she's getting a little bit nervous. Where is Ariya? Where did she go? She's not really like possessive and jealous, but she's probably just a little confused where Ariya could have gone to, because Ariya doesn't really know that many places and that many people around. I don't know how Vanesha would feel if she knew that Ariya was here doing all of this, because they seem to be in a bit of a conflict. But this is so cute. Oh, and Malai is finally here, coming over to see what's happening. But I think that we should have a little seat with Malai and start talking about things. But Ariya is definitely having a lot of fun with their child. She, I think, likes children, so she's probably really enjoying this. But enough of playing. Let's sit down and actually talk. And Ariya is immediately trying to apologize about eavesdropping that other day, and Malai doesn't seem to know what's happening with that. So she's already like, eavesdropping? When? Why? What? So that's already kind of awkward. But she's gonna say that she doesn't really want to drag this on. She just wants to tell Ariya what's happening, and that she didn't really want to spend another another holiday, not telling her everything that she has on her mind. Since it was Winterfest yesterday and she just called after Winterfest ended, she couldn't really wait. She wanted to tell Ariya everything, and she's getting a little concerned what she has to tell her. And she is slowly starting to tell her the story that she knows that Ariya came here to find where she came from, not necessarily specifically things about her biological family, but just kind of see where they potentially lived and how they lived and all of that, but not knowing that she actually has living family here, which is kind of shocking, but Ariya is listening, and Malai is finally telling her the truth, that she knows that they are actually sisters. They're twin sisters who were separated not long after birth, and that is just the truth. Although Malik can't really resist to get into the conversation, see how everything's going, and Ariya is just kind of left here wondering what the hell is going on. Is someone going to explain things a little bit more? Oh, there we go. Malai finally came back, gathered some more strength to tell everything to Ariya. So they got separated not long after birth, and that's kind of what it is. And if Ariya wants to know any extra details, she can ask. If she's not feeling comfortable with this topic or didn't really want to know any of this, she's free to leave. And that's kind of where it is. Malai just wanted to get this off her chest. She didn't want to spend another holiday knowing that she has this family member that she can't talk to, and now she can. She told her what she needs to know, at least the bare minimum. And Ariya seems quite receptive of it. She doesn't seem upset. She's just like, okay, that was interesting. Please tell me more. Like, how can you not tell me more? Tell me everything. So Malai is pointing out, see these people right here? They are our parents, and they both passed away. Our mother shortly after we were born. Our father actually, sadly, shortly before you arrived here. Literally, I think the day after or the day before Ariya came to Tomarang, their father died. Not knowing that his other child would return, she could have met him if she was here just a bit sooner, which is really heartbreaking. But they were separated after birth because their mother died and their father was poor. He couldn't take care of both of them, and he didn't want to give up both of them, so he just decided to keep one because he didn't really know what to do. He felt just so bad. Oh, are you coming over to sit next to her? That's nice. But he decided to keep the daughter that looked slightly more like their mother because he just missed her so much and he wanted to have a reminder. So it just kind of happened by chance that he kept Malai and gave Ariya away. It was really heartbreaking for him, but he had to give up at least one of them to make sure that both of them can have a relatively decent life, because he couldn't have that for both of them. But he was always so heartbroken and regretted that decision instantly, but he couldn't find Ariya, so it just had to stay that way. And Malai knew her entire life that she had a twin sister out there that, who knows, maybe someday will return and that she'll be able to meet her. Their father waited for her to return and to try to find her, but it just didn't work. On your jokesters, that's really cute. I guess that they're both kind of taking this lightly. It's not so dramatic as you would think. But yeah, their father always just wanted to meet Ariya, but it never really happened, and now he died kind of suddenly just before she arrived, or just after she arrived. So unfortunately he couldn't meet her, but at least she gets to see what he looks like right here and what their mother looks like. Both of them look so much like their mother, honestly. But Malai is asking, well, do you want to kind of see them? We can go and do that. Here they are. I guess that Malik was doing a bit of cleaning up to make sure that this is all like super nice and presentable for Ariya. But here are their parents. Malik, could you like move a little bit? I know that you were trying to clean up and make things nice, but we can't see the things because you're here. But here are Ariya's biological parents. It's weird that she's in a way meeting them this way, but yeah, she's finally actually visiting at least the graves of her biological parents. And now she knows the truth, that Malai is her sister and that she knew about her all along. She just kind of wanted to confirm that it was Ariya, so that's why it took her a while. And it's crazy that they kind of met by chance as friends, but then as soon as she saw her, she knew, and she had to tell her. She couldn't really wait anymore. But Ariya is just feeling kind of alright about everything. She's not feeling too shocked. It's weird, but she's just gonna accept that that's what things are now, especially because she met everyone already as friends. It's not like she ran into some strangers and they were just screaming in her face that they're her family. And I'm sure that she would like to spend like the entire night next to her parents' graves, but everyone in the household is going to sleep. It is really late. We did have this really really intense conversation, which should be continued. But right now, out of respect for everyone, we should go home and do this some more a little bit later. Her adoptive parents did leave this afternoon, so she can't really be telling them right now. She doesn't want to call them in the middle of the night because it is really important, but it's not such a big emergency. But what she would like to do is go and visit her girlfriend. It is like 2 a.m., middle of the night, but I feel like it is important enough to at least go upstairs and tell her girlfriend what happened, because it is really important. Hopefully she won't mind though, because it's super late. Let's just do a little eavesdrop just to make sure if like everyone is asleep or is anyone awake. Is there anyone talking? Is there anyone like doing anything? Let's see what's happening. No, nothing relevant has been found out, so maybe everyone is asleep. Let's just knock on the door and wake everyone up, unfortunately. So go say hi to your girlfriends. Oh, and Zafira is immediately spying on them. I did not miss you at all. We haven't seen you in a bit, but I did not miss you. But anyway, let's say hi to Vanesha and tell her everything that just happened. I mean, it's probably awkward because she knows that she doesn't really like Malai and Malik for whatever reason. We still haven't really gotten to the bottom of that. We thought that maybe we would, but instead we found out something a lot bigger. But she should be telling her all of this. I'm not really comfortable with Zafira being here, but I mean, she did visit them, so I guess she has the right to be here if she wants to sit on her own couch. But let's say hi and tell Vanesha everything. And she seems to be listening very carefully. It is a very dramatic story, and Zafira is definitely getting involved. I don't like that, but I'm just gonna let her. I have no rights to tell her to go away. But Vanesha is kind of interested in the story. I mean, they are flirting here and there also, so that's probably making things a little bit easier. But she's listening. She's being kind of interested. Oh, this actually does not seem to be going that well. It's actually a lot worse than I was expecting. It's actually a lot worse than expected because she's getting kind of really upset. Vanesha is really just, what do you mean, your sister? What do you mean? She was listening for a while, but now she's like, wait, what do you mean? Are you actually being serious? This is not normal. I can't take this. This is not normal. And Ariya's like, what do you mean? I can't really like have anything that I can change about that. It is what it is. I just wanted to tell you because you're my girlfriend and we should be supporting each other. But she just doesn't seem that interested. If anything, she's gonna be like, look, if this is the case, we can't be together anymore. This was a huge mistake. All of this was a huge mistake. We can't be in a relationship. You know what? Just leave me alone. I can't do this. Just let's break up. So Vanesha is putting an end to her relationship with Ariya really out of a sudden. I'm sure that Zafira is really enjoying this. So they are now separated. Although a permanent separation, but our relationship isn't awful. Yeah, Ariya is definitely absolutely so confused by this. Like, what do you mean we're breaking up? Why? Because I have a sister all of a sudden? What does that have to do with anything? But no, Vanesha is saying, if this is what it is, I can't be with you. Let's just make this permanent. I can't do this. And with that as well, it's just way too weird to have you living here. I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna have to have you leave. And of course, Ariya is like, what do you mean leave? Isn't it bad enough that we're breaking up? And now she's just also evicting her. But no, she has to go to work. She doesn't want to deal with this. You just pack up your things and leave. You have like a day. I really just can't have you around here, which is absolutely ridiculous and awful. So Ariya just doesn't really know what to do right now. She just found out that she has this biological family here full of absolutely lovely people, and that should have been great news. Her girlfriend should have been ecstatic for her, but instead she got broken up with and also evicted. Now she needs to pack up her things and go. Absolutely unjustly, by the way. That's definitely going to get Vanesha into some kind of trouble. But now what's going to be happening? How? Why is this happening? Well, I guess that we'll find out in the next episode, which you can click right here. And if the next episode is not out yet, here is something to watch while you wait. See you there.